Hey guys, welcome back to Triple Play Sports Picks. My name is Adrian, guys. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel and hit that like button. Well, here at Triple Play for Saturday, we swept the board, guys. That's right, we swept the board. Having a record of 4-0. Last 2 days, we've gone with the record of 7 wins and 1 loss, guys. We'll take it. If you guys been telling my picks, guys, you guys are cashing big money right now. So let's get to the recap for Saturday, October the 9th. And I had 3 MLB picks and 1 college football. First pick we had was the Braves money line. And that one cashed with these as the Braves took care of business of the Brewers. Final score was Brewers 0, Braves 3. So like I said, guys, Fried has been lights out in the second half. He took care of business and the bullpen took care of the rest. So we hit that one. And the Dodgers versus Giants game, we had 2 plays for you guys. We had the Dodgers money line, and we also had the over 7.5 runs, guys. And let me tell you, this Dodger team was coming out swinging in the second inning with 2 outs. They got 2 runs. One of those hits that they had was by Mr. Julio Urias, coming in clutch with the single to score one of those runs. And, you know, the Giants tried to come back in the bottom of the inning, scoring 1. But 6th inning, Dodgers scored 4. Giants came back with 1 in the bottom of the 6th. And after that, it was all Dodgers as they ended up scoring 3 more runs in the 8th. And that total was at 9 for the Dodgers. And at the end, the Giants only scored those 2 runs. So, like I said, guys, those Dodgers were not going to be down 0-2. Especially because most of these players have experience, playoff experience. We have Max Scherzer and Trey Turner that have come from the Nationals. They did win a championship a couple years ago with the Nationals. Dodgers, every year, they go to the playoffs all the time. So, majority of all these players have playoff experience. So, I already knew these guys weren't going to go down like that. So, for those reasons, I did pick those. And I felt really confident about those picks, guys. Thank you for telling those picks and believing in those picks. And the final one I did have was a football game, the college football. And we had the Georgia covering the spread of -14.5. And they took care of business with the final score of Georgia 34, Auburn 10. Yeah, like I said in my previous video, these guys have only given up like 23 points in 5 games. And now in this one, they only give up 10. And they covered those -14.5, guys. So 4-0 sweep, guys. 4-0 sweep. Last 2 days, 7-1, guys. 7-1. That's unheard of, guys. So with that being said, guys, let's get to Sunday, October the 10th. And I have a few extra plays since we swept the board. And the first pick I'm looking at is 1 baseball playoff game. And the first one is the Tampa Bay Rays versus the Red Sox. On the mound for the Rays is Drew Rasmussen, 4-1 with a 2.84 ERA. On the mound for the Red Sox, Nathan Eovaldi, 12-9 with a 3.64 ERA. Now on this one, guys, I know that the Red Sox really came out alive on that second game. Now they're back home. But Drew Rasmussen has been lights out against these Red Sox. And you know that these Rays are going to try to come back, especially after they they gave up that lead in the other game. And so for that reason, I am choosing the Rays money line because I feel like they're going to take care of business. Eovaldi is good as well, but I just see the better pitching edge for the Rays, Drew Rasmussen. He has 14 innings under his belt against the Red Sox, and in those 14 innings, he's only given up 4 runs. So that's why I'm going for the Tampa Bay Rays. And then on the second pick is another baseball game, which is a playoffs. And it's the Astros versus the White Sox. And on the mound for the Astros is Luis Garcia, 11-8 with a 3.24 ERA. On the mound for the White Sox is Dylan Cease, 13-7 with a 3.91 ERA. So on this one, I just feel like Houston could win this game just to try to seal the deal. Especially because they did beat up on Lance Lynn and Giolito from the White Sox, which is like their 2 top pitchers from the White Sox. And Dylan Cease he's a decent pitcher as well. But I feel like this White Sox is just gonna come out swinging too to try to stay alive in this playoff race. And I'm looking at the total, and it's sitting at 8.5. I think there's gonna be some runs being scored in this game. So for that reason, I am choosing the over 8.5 runs, guys. Over 8.5 runs on the White Sox game. So those were my 2 plays for baseball. And I do have 2 plays for you guys for the football. And the first pick I'm looking at is the Tennessee Titans versus the Jacksonville Jaguars. And they are playing in Jacksonville. And man, what an upset that was from the Jets to pull off the win against the Titans last week, huh? That caught everybody by surprise. But in this game of the Titans, I do feel like the Titans are going to bounce back. They're going to bounce back strong. And I think what it is that they don't really have some of their receivers. So I think if one of them comes back, either A.J. Brown or Julio Jones, I think they'll bounce back. So for that reason, I am taking the Titans minus 4.5 spread, especially because the Jaguars, they just don't look good. You know, they need help. I don't know what it is, but they need some big help. So I'm picking the Titans minus 4.5, guys. And the last pick of the day, I am looking at the Chicago Bears versus the Las Vegas Raiders. And this game is going to be at Las Vegas. And I just feel like this is another bounce back win for the Raiders. As the Raiders did have a tough loss against the rivalry Chargers. But Chicago don't really have much defense. Mac is questionable. And you know what? I like the way the Raiders been playing. They have their offense, defense going on for them. And for that reason, I am choosing the Las Vegas Raiders to cover minus 5.5 points, guys. So let's get to the recap for Sunday, October the 10th. I am doing the Rays money line. I am doing the Houston and White Sox going over the total of 8.5. And then for the football picks, I am doing Titans minus 4.5 points. And the last pick is the Raiders minus 5.5 points, guys. So thank you guys for tuning in. Please do me a favor, guys. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel and hit that like button. And let's hope for another winning day, guys. Thanks, guys.